On this Palm Sunday, people welcome Jesus as King, but many didn't truly follow him. Even today, many people have everything, but still feel empty. Listen to Denzel Washington's message. What if I told you one of the most powerful men in Hollywood, a man who has won awards, fame, respect across the world, still wakes up every day with one belief, that without God, he is nothing. Not money, not fame, not success, only God. Because Denzel Washington believes you can have everything in this world and still have nothing if you don't have God. Before the lights, before the red carpets, before the fame. There was a young boy growing up in Mount Vernon, New York. His life wasn't built on luxury. It was built on discipline, structure, and faith. His father, a strict Pentecostal preacher, a man who believed that God comes first, always. His mother, a woman of strong character, who made sure her children stayed on the right path, no matter what. Church wasn't just a Sunday activity. It was a lifestyle. It was a foundation. It was an identity. And years later, Denzel Washington would look back and say, everything I am today started from those early years. But here's the truth. Even people with strong foundations can lose their way. There was a phase in his life where things started to shift. No clear purpose, no strong vision, just living day by day, without direction. Friends around him were making bad choices, and slowly, he was getting pulled in. This is where many people are today, not completely lost, but not truly focused either. Stuck between who they are and who they're meant to become. And then something unexpected happened. One simple moment that would change everything. A woman looked at him, not at his present, but at his future. And she said something that sounded impossible. "Young man, you are going to travel the world and speak to millions of people." At that time, he didn't understand it. It didn't match his reality. But sometimes, God sends a message, and before you're ready to understand it, and years later, Denzel Washington realized that wasn't just a statement, it was a prophecy. As his career began to grow, movie after movie, award after award, he entered a world where fame is everything, money is everything, status is everything. But he noticed something different. People who had everything still felt empty. Success came fast, and sometimes disappeared even faster. And that's when he made a life decision. Put God first in everything you do. Not sometimes, not when it's convenient. In everything. He didn't just talk about faith, he lived it. He says, don't just aim to make money, aim to make a difference. Everything you have is by God's grace. When you rise, lift someone else with you. That's the difference between success and purpose. One is about you. The other is about what you leave behind. And then he says something that stops people in their tracks. You'll never see a U-Haul behind a hearse. Think about that. All the money, all the cars, all the success stays here. So what really matters? Your faith, your character, your relationship with God. Because in the end, that's all you take with you. So after everything, after the fame, after the awards, after reaching the top, Denzel Washington still stands firm on one truth. Put God first, not second, not when life is hard. First, always. If you believe that God should come first in your life, type Amen below and subscribe this channel. If you're chasing purpose, not just success, type I trust God, and remember, success without God is temporary, but with God, it becomes eternal. Thank you for watching.